What's up guys, Daddy with a new video. Today we will learn how you can use the Binance API to trade crypto in an automated way. At this point, for your information, the content of the video assumes that you already have the basic knowledge of Python and have a Binance API with the corresponding secret key. If you don't have an API key yet, check out the video that is coming up now, explaining step by step how to get it. You can also find the video in the video description. Since we know that time is money, we will start right away. First, a disclaimer, which I will not read out. Always act consciously. Then we start directly with the code. First, we import some libraries. The next line has only a cosmetic function and rounds all float values to 2 places after the comma. In the following lines we import our externally stored API and secret key. If you want to know how to store important infos like your keys, have a look at the corresponding video which is shown now. The link is also in the video description. Now we use the spot command to connect to the Binance API. We give in the API key and the secret key, and additionally in this case I gave in the base URL to the testnet. So now we are connecting to the testnet and we are not trading with real money. That's pretty good to get to know the API better, so always check your bot first on the testnet before you really start trading with real money. We can check the connection with client.time. If we get an answer, then we are successfully connected. We can now check our account with the client.account command. We have different information here, but the most important I think is down at the bottom, where we see our balances. As you can see, I have already traded with Bitcoin and USDT. With client.tickerprice we can now see the price of an asset at this actual moment. If we want, for example, the price for Ether, it will look like this. And if we want more than one asset in one go, we can simply write it into a list and give it to the symbols parameter. We can only get the prices of crypto in stablecoin prices. So the asset we write in is always the abbreviation of the crypto first, like on top BTC for Bitcoin, and then the abbreviation for the stablecoin like USDT. If we want more information about an asset, we can use client.ticker 24 hours. And if we want even more information, we can use client.klines. Here we give in the asset first, afterwards the time interval in which we want the data points. Here we have a list of all the possibilities. And last you can give the limit, how many data points you want. So the standard is 500. And the maximum is 1000. But as you can see here, it's not really nice formatted and you don't really see what the actual values are. For this I have written 2 functions that take in the Klines data and transform it into a pandas data frame. So the top one takes all the different values and puts them into the respective field, and the bottom function only takes the most important or the most used values. If you run the function, it will look like this. Alright, so let's get to the exciting part of this video. Now we get to the orders. I will only talk about the limit and the market order in this video, but if you understand how this works, it should be no problem to use the other ones on this list. So let's start with the market order. First, we have to specify some parameters. First, we have the symbol and the site. So the symbol we know already, it's just the asset that we want to trade. And the site is just if we want to buy or to sell. Next, we have to specify the type. That's the list that I have just shown, and you can choose one of these types. Now every type has some additional mandatory parameters that you have to give in. In our example, we are using the market type, so we need the parameter quantity or quote order quantity. And after we have specified these parameters, we simply call client.newOrder and give in the parameters. Important in this case, write the 2 stars before it, otherwise it will not go through. If we print the response, we see some information about the trade, for example the order ID, the transaction time, and probably most important, the transaction price. That's basically it for the market order, and now we will look at the limit order. We start as with the market order. We have the parameters like symbol and site, and we specify the type. Okay, now we look in the list what type of parameters we need for the limit order. We write them in and give them the values that we want. If you don't know what to write to one of these parameters, like the time in force for example, you can simply go to the documentation, which is linked in the description, and read it there. If you go to time in force, then you get this little table, which tells you that you have 3 possibilities to give the time in force value. Same as in the market order, we can place it with client.newOrder. That's already it. Pretty simple, right? The difference between the limit and market order is now that the limit order will wait until a certain price is reached and will then buy, in this example Bitcoin. The market order just bought immediately for the current price. After placing a few orders, we can also check our open orders with the client.getOpenOrders, and we give in the asset. Then we will get a list of dictionaries and with all the open orders that we have. In this example I only have one open order that we just created, so I get this one dictionary. It's also possible to cancel orders that you have already created with the client.cancelOrder command. There we give in the asset first and afterwards the order ID. Okay, where do I get the order ID from? Either from the response that we printed after we placed the order, or I can use the function that was just shown before, where we get all the open orders. There we can see in the second line we have an order ID. So to delete exactly this order, I paste in the order ID number and let it run. So next we also have the possibility to cancel all orders for one specific asset, which is simply made with the function client.cancelOpenOrders. And that's already it, guys. Now you have all the tools you need to automate your trading strategy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comment which trading strategy you will automate first. See you soon.